difficulty, I mean huge problem in the world these days. So autism is something like very difficult condition which to understand how it happens and why it happens. It's a puzzling condition for the whole world, but our kids are suffering everywhere. And usually parents, they don't know and they don't have a good guidance what to do. So I will tell you a simple description about that, as well as I'll tell you how a parent can help when you have a child with autism. And there are 3 conditions actually: autism, autism spectrum difficulty, autism, and Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's syndrome kids are very clever, and all over now, all 3 parts, they have good cognition. They can understand very easily things, and they have a good memory, but it's distorted sometimes. And especially autism spectrum difficulty, with therapeutic intervention they get better. I can guarantee they get better very much. But autism, some extent, and sometimes they get better, sometimes stuck in one place. And Asperger's syndrome, kids are very clever. Even Albert Einstein also had the same condition, it says. Something like that, right? So it's good, but it's not normal in our society. So when you have a child who is not looking at you, poor eye contact, and not paying attention for the people around, and there is a person, there is an object, they don't have any idea about that, and for them to realize the society and the communication is very difficult. But they are very cognitive people, and they can understand by themselves, and mostly parents think that is their way. That's the point, it gets worse. And also there's another condition, stage, watching screen a long time. Watching screen a long time it gets damaged the brain function, as well as it's the sensors, just they continue their eye contact to one screen, which get bad effect for the condition. I mean, it gets worse. And also it says sugary and dairy products are not good for their food patterns, and kids have to get exposure for the whole society and exposure for people and day-to-day life. Actually, their turn taking is very weak, which I have understood because this is my 23rd year being a speech therapist. So I have good points to tell you all, and good points to improve kids, and have evidence which have happened in the so far during these 23 years. So I want to tell you, parent, if you have a child with autistic spectrum difficulty or with autism features, you have to care on them, and you have to communicate with them and disturb them all the time, make disturbance for them without showing them that you are disturbing. That's when you have to associate your child with eye contact and turns and with the day-to-day life things, right? If you keep the child in front of the screen and you give all the food and wash and doing everything, nothing will happen and the condition will increase badly. So what you have to do is get the association and improve the speech therapist activity plan. You have to conduct regularly, we'll say about hourly or 2 hourly, the way they recommend, and if you want to improve your kids and to get to the normal society, right? So and also mostly kids, when kids are like that, parents tend to give the phone for their hand. That's the baddest thing. And also don't give things which they like mostly, because those increase their sensory difficulty a lot. So you have to expose for everything, and with the happiness and with play base. So I think you got a little bit of idea about autism and autism spectrum difficulty and Asperger's syndrome. If you want any more information or any help, just contact us. Thank you.